Hello, everyone, and welcome to Pathology. Hope you're all having a good day or night or morning whenever you watch this. Emily is currently making a everything bagel, and it is about 10:15 at night. She got home maybe about 45 minutes ago from school, and I've been working on schoolwork all day today. I mean, after work, but I went to work, got off, went to Whole Foods, got some yogurt. It was so good. I was craving yogurt like a lot, and I was like, man, I need yogurt. Don't know why. I guess sometimes your body just craves it, or craves something. You just got to go get it. And I bought some vegan cream cheese. Can I see the top of that? I bought this vegan cream cheese. I don't know if it's going to be good, but it's Just Like Cream Cheese Original, VO Life. I've never had it, but it was $3 at Amazon or at Whole Foods, so I just got it at Amazon, which is owned by, Amazon owns Whole Foods. So that's what I did today. I read 7 articles about innovation, strategy, and Apple, the company. So quite a interesting night for me. I have to write a paper tonight, and I'll probably do that. And I'm really looking forward to it because I love the pressure of having to develop a paper before 5:30 tomorrow. I just like it. But this might be boring for a lot of people. Whatever, that's fine. I'm just going to talk about whatever I want to talk about. I learned a lot from learning about Apple, which I'm sure I have done, in my undergrad at some point. But yeah, I think I would love to work for a company like Apple. Not just Apple. I think it would be very interesting to work for a company that was like Apple in the late 90s, or even whenever they were developing something. Just the pressure of working with someone like Steve Jobs. Oh man, I want to do that. I love pressure in a workplace. I love overworking to a certain point, I just do. I think it's fun. I love having to I love being a part of a project that is really important. And it sounds like Steve was a dictator. So it would just be so fascinating to be in that environment just for a short time, especially when I'm young. Not that I ever will be, but hey, maybe I would be. But yeah, that's what I want. And also, I was thinking about how, Steve Jobs had to resign, Tim Cook took over. I would not want to be Tim, though. Can you imagine? Steve Jobs, every news article is saying the soul of innovation has left the company, and you're the new CEO. That would be just a nightmare. So I learned a lot about Apple today. I learned a lot just about how they developed and innovated all of their products, came out with, iPhone, came out with the iPad, MacBook, and everything, and how they really didn't make much profit between 1998 and 2002 or something like that, 2003, until the iPod came out. And they started innovating. So interesting. So when the first iPhone came out, Steve Jobs talked about a lot of things about it, how it was so beautiful. It was very sleek. He introduced, swiping and moving around with your fingers and stuff like that on the phone. And he only talked about the camera, which in my opinion is one of the most important parts of the phone. He only talked about this little camera for 6 seconds. Okay. What I found to be interesting was by the iPhone 7 Plus, Apple had decided to introduce a 2-lens system, and there was a team developing that. So there is this team. Okay. How do I say this? One team came up with this concept to put in 2 lenses. And they had to get other teams on board. And it was a huge risk to introduce it to Apple. It took 40 teams to be on board, and it took 40 teams to develop this little 2-lens product. Because it changed everything about the iPhone, because it introduced portrait mode. And so that's crazy. 40 teams worked on procuring, the whole supply chain, developing the software. It's just for those 2 lenses. And that's just one part of your iPhone. Imagine the buttonless little thing right here, where you don't push it down. It's all sensor touched. So everything on your iPhone probably has thousands of people working on it. Even the screen, even the flashlight, you know what I mean? There's thousands of people come together to build your iPhone. Mind-blowing. It's amazing that a business can coordinate enough to develop that product. And it's even crazy that it's a product to a certain extent. You know what I mean? So same with your iWatch. I mean, is that what's called? iWatch? Your watch? iPhone watch? I don't have one. I'll never have one. But it is very interesting. So how it takes so many people and they're able to do it to develop this product to sell to you for like $300 or whatever, the watch. So I learned about Apple, and I went on a walk today. I walked to the garage during my lunch break, and just nothing too crazy. Walked back, got outside. It was a pretty warm day. And, so, at one point when Matthew was here, we went to Lush. And I got some shampoo. I'm not trying to be too critical, but I will say I don't like this conditioner. I don't know what it's called, but it's the only blue conditioner they have currently. I don't like it. It dries out my hair, but the shampoo is pretty good. I like the shampoo. I cut my shampoos in half, or my stuff in half, and put it in the little tin so it lasts longer. So I use less of it, But so that's my thought. I like the shampoo. I'm not a fan of the conditioner. They did give me this conditioner, though. It's a vegan conditioner, a little sample of it. I haven't tried it, but I imagine it's going to be pretty good. It's a veganese conditioner. So I don't necessarily like the smell, but I think it's going to accomplish what I want it to accomplish. So, yeah. But I love going into Lush. I love looking at all the bath bombs, all of the lotion, and one thing that was pretty interesting, and I know every Lush is a little different, so maybe your Lush store is smaller or bigger than ours, but they had a ton of cologne and perfume, which I did not know they had. It's probably been out for a super long time, but yeah, very interesting. We smelled all of that when we were at Lush at the Fashion Mall in downtown Indy, or not downtown, but it was in the Indy suburb area. So, and we went to Cheesecake Factory. Very good night, very good time with Matthew and Emily. And today I got an email. Dude, I'm sure this is so boring to so many people. So sorry, everyone. It's been just a crazy study day for me. Tomorrow is probably going to be very similar. I'm just going to be real. And that's just how it is. That's part of vlogging every day. Not every day is going to be super interesting in my opinion. But today I got an email from a company that I invest with, and they have a robo investor. Okay. And so I know a lot about bots that invest for you, but this company, and most companies have this, but I just started looking into it and learning about it. But it's a bot that they have developed that will trade stock for you, and it's a part of their actual company. I just thought that was so interesting, because if you're I know a lot about bots. I mean, every bot from like buying stocks, mainly crypto, to, just regular bots, like buying shoes or whatever. But I find it so fascinating that your major companies are starting to develop their own botting software for their customers to trade every month. So, which, I mean, that is so interesting, like in theory, they could manipulate the market to such an extent that at some point, and it may be from like 100 years from now, it's going to be just the stock market is just going to be manipulated more than it ever has been before by bots. It's going to be controlled by bots. Meaning, like, let's say you bought Tesla. Well, how the stock market's AI works, you could have enough bots tackle it to make the price go up or down really fast. So that's the issue with it. But there is a fee for using it. But it's not that bad. Hopefully that makes sense. So imagine you're a company, you're selling your trading bot, which means they automatically trade your stocks consistently every month or every day for you. I imagine your major companies are just going to be trading. There's probably like a legal limit to it, like a couple times a week or something. But imagine you have 1 million bots trading one stock and it's able to manipulate the market. They just keep selling and buying and selling and buying, and it brings it down. That's the issue. So it's not really based on their market share, their market value. It's all just controlled by AI. So it'll be interesting to see how that goes. So, okay, going on another tangent about just what I've been thinking about, and I know I've said this before, but I'm thinking, like, what is the next big piece of technology that is actually viable? So, okay, I have two thoughts. One, I'm very surprised that there are not more robots working in Walmart and Meijer, stocking everything or keeping everything up to, keeping everything in stock, if that makes sense. Because there are robots that do that. I know there's some prototypes that Walmart's using, but I'm like, wow, I feel like that could be a pretty simple task for a robot to do. But that leads me to the idea of, I'm very surprised that there's not more retail stores that have no cashiers. You just walk in and walk out, which I know Amazon has developed some stores that do that. But I think when I'm like 65 or 70, that's just going to be the norm. It's just going to be, you grab your products, you leave, your whatever gets, your phone or whatever gets automatically charged. So, but that's such an easy thing to do, Amazon already has like 3 or 4 stores that do that. But I understand, there's a lot of stuff that is impacted because of that transition. Think about just your cash money. Like, what happens with your money, your physical money? What if someone wants to come in and pay for that? Which means you have to have cashiers actually willing to check people out. So, or I think in the future, it's going to be even more important that countries protect their internet access, because like a retail store like that, if the internet went out or any major system went out because of ransomware or it's being held ransom by another country, it would just be crazy, a nightmare to deal with, like the USA is dealing with right now. So yeah, I'm sure the government will be investing into more defenses concerning computers, Ethernet, internet, stuff like that. So, which leads me to another idea. I'm going on another tangent. I truly believe there will be, oh my gosh, this is so random. But I was thinking about this after reading Apple. Another piece of technology that I think will be developed in the future is just businesses that work on vehicles being fully autonomous, controlled by maybe someone working from home. Like you drive your car to a dealership, all of the mechanics are robots being controlled by another human, eventually not needing humans to control them or whatever. And I think that is actually a really good investment for dealerships in the future because it prevents people from getting hurt, mechanics from getting hurt. Very fascinating. But well, but at the same time, I'm like, yeah, I get it. Robots, you don't want robots taking over every job. But at the same time, I'm thinking you could just use robots to protect humans. Like if you're working on something really complicated, especially like with welding or something, maybe there's a way that you can just have the robot weld and you're at your house and you're in your specialized office that you can control the robot. It's very precise. I guess if a surgeon, I know that the healthcare industry, it's been around for a while, but it's becoming more developed each year that surgeons have the ability to do surgery from another country or another state on another human, at their facility. So they can be at the Mayo Clinic in Ohio doing surgery in LA. So there are companies that specialize in that type of stuff. And I wouldn't see why you couldn't just do that for almost every commodity. So yeah, electrician work, car mechanic stuff. I really think that's a very viable industry, Like why do you need someone to why do you need a human to change your oil? Could a robot just change your oil? Yeah. That's my thoughts. But I get it. It takes away, in theory, it takes away jobs from living humans. So I understand. But at the same time, think of all the jobs that it could produce by developing the software, putting the robots together, running the business. You're still going to have a human at the business. So, yeah. Wow. Okay. I don't know how this vlog is going to turn out, but I'm sure. I think, yeah. That's all. Well, Emily, what are your thoughts? Was that too much?
It's a lot of information.
Emily said that is a lot of information.
You're an information guru.
Yeah, I'm an information person. So
Guru.
Emily said I'm an information guru. So yeah, we'll see. It's like a futuristic thought, but here's the issue. Here's the thing. I won't have these thoughts more than likely when I'm 55 because my brain won't be in the same mindset. I really think young people, when you're between the ages of 17, 18, all the way up until maybe you're 30, you're able to the culture well enough. You quickly adapt to technology and new things occurring in your life, new everything, new technology, new equipment, new things. So you can come up with innovative ideas that you could not come up with when you're a lot older. So I'm trying to, cherish the idea creation while I still can, while I still can think of stuff to dream and create in my mind, even though it's probably already a thing. So, okay, well, if you are still watching this, comment down below. Comment down below yogurt. What's your favorite type of yogurt? I got Siggy yogurt today. Shout out Siggy's. I had a friend who was trying to be sponsored by Siggy's. It was super funny. He might have been sponsored by Siggy's. I don't know. I didn't really follow up with him, but he would put it in every post that he ever made on Instagram. And I also got Icelandic yogurt, which is like called Skyr or something like that. I got that today. And I got one Noosa, which I like Noosa. It's very sugary, but I do like the taste of it. So that's what I got. Maybe you like yogurt. I need to make some in my Instant Pot. Well, I hope you all have a great Thursday. I keep getting mixed up with my days, you know. I think it's Tuesday or Thursday when it's really just Wednesday. You know, we had Monday off. So, well, I hope you all have a great rest of your week. I hope you have a good Thursday, a good Wednesday night. If no one's told you this today, you are loved and this world's a better place because you are here. You'll see me tomorrow, probably Emily tomorrow. I got class until like 9 something. So yeah, we'll see. Well, I hope you all have a great rest of your night. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.